Yes, your screen is blank. This has been done purposefully for the subject of this video. I invite you to use your own mind and imagination. So, there are over 8.209 billion realities, and today I'm going to prove it to you in this video. So first of all, let's talk about how much 1 billion is. When we get into these numbers of billions and trillions and all these numbers, it's kind of hard to quantify. Like, it's a lot. Like, it's a whole lot. Like, that's just what we think. It's just like more than we can fathom. So I invite you to think of it this way. Let's start with 1 million. How much is 1 million? Well, we know how much that is if you were to add up the numbers and this and, you know. But let's do it this way. If you were to start counting right now to 1 million, you would be done and you would get to 1 million. You started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to 1 million, right? Okay. That's including sleeping, all of the seconds of the day, right? So you would be done. You would get to 1 million, like in a little over a week. You would get to 1 million. Okay, so that's kind of gives you an idea, a little easier way to understand it. Okay, what about 1 billion? If you started counting right now and didn't, stop counting every single second, you would get to 1 billion in 31 years. It would take you 31 years to count to 1 billion. So 8.209 billion, that's like over 248 years to count to just that number. All right, so now that that's an easy exercise of kind of how big of a number is that. That's huge, right? Take you 250 years to count to this number I'm speaking of. All right, so how am I going to prove to you that there are over that many realities? Well, that's the population of our planet right now. Our population, the world population, as I'm recording this, is 8.209 billion. And every single one of us, we have a different perception of life, a different perception in our mind. It doesn't matter, even if you grew up in the same house, if you have a brother or sister, even if it was your twin, you still have your own experiences in life. You have your own, of course, you have your influences like your parents, your teachers, your communities, your jobs, but you have your own experiences that happen to you and you alone. No one else can be in your mind or in your body. Only you can do that. So that's your reality. So that right there is currently how many realities are currently happening. It would take us that long, 250 years to even count to that number. 8.209 billion realities. So you want to go a little further? Well, how about that? That's just humans. What about all of the animals, plants, trees, insects, everything? Everything is experiencing a reality. Every single thing is experiencing a reality, a different, unique, its own reality. And then if you go further than that, well, that's just our planet. What about all of the other planets? Even if they don't have quote unquote life on them, they are a life upon themselves. The planet itself and all of the other stars and suns, they're full of life and all experiencing their own realities, not to mention, any other, planets and light forms, and it goes on and on and on and on. Infinite realities, infinite realities right here and now, provable. So let me ask you this, friend. What reality are you in? And which one would you like to be in? Because it can be anything you want